In June 2021, we walked the Arran Coastal Way. This is our adventure. So we're on the Isle of Arran. We got the ferry from Ardrossan across to Brodick and we're about to start the Arran Coastal Way. It's a 65-mile route, however we do plan on taking some detours, so it's going to be a little bit longer than that. Today we're going to try and tackle Goat Fell, which is that big monster in the background. It's the tallest point on the island, so we're going to try and get up and over that today. The weather's going to be a little bit cloudy, potential rain, don't know, we're going to see how we get on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a little bit like this, bit overcast, bit of sunshine, and we hope for some good views from the top. We've got our map.
We'll need to pick a spot for wild camping as well.
Yeah, and on the trip we'll be wild camping throughout, so wish us luck.
Just over behind us is the ridgeline, and then we ascend to the top of Goat Fell. So I think we've got probably another 40 minutes ish of climbing. We don't know what
where the people are and how steep it is. It's probably going to get a little bit scrambly. It's really bouldery. Yeah, it's pretty tough going.
But the views, though, I mean,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's well worth it. The views are absolutely spectacular.
So we made it to the top of Goat Fell. When we arrived it was pretty cloudy, but it has cleared a little bit. It was pretty tough going, I'm not going to lie. Not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. And then after we've had something to eat and a little sit down, we're going to go across that ridge line and down towards Sannox. Well, that's the plan anyway. I almost didn't survive that. So there's two ways around this rock. We took this way, and there's an alternative that we're not too sure which way it goes. Basically you go down, around and up again, but oh my god, you literally need to hug the sides. I say that, it's probably not that bad, but for us we're a little bit rusty at the moment, so it was a little bit hairy, a bit sketchy. If you're not comfortable bouldering, don't do it. Not worth it.
It was fun. But
yeah, it's fun. We're here to see the adventures, and we wouldn't have got these views otherwise, so...
Yeah, look at those views.
So we came from the ferry pier here in Brodick. So we walked all along here, we came through the forest, we came all the way up here to Goat Fell. We're currently just below North Goat Fell, we think, and there's a few options here. So there's to go down this path and rejoin the original option 1 route and follow the coast along, or to go across the ridge line basically and all the way down, and we probably will wild camp around there and close to Sannox. So we're just deciding what to do really, and how kind of bouldery difficult it may be, because it is quite challenging, I'm not gonna lie. We decided to rejoin the path, going with option 1. So we're almost down from Goat Fell, as you can see, just in the background there. So it is getting on for time, but I think it was the right decision to make. We did roll a few ankles, and yeah, I think we're getting a bit tired now, and also we found out that one of our soy squeezes doesn't work. No. So yeah, so bit of drama, but we're almost down. Looks like we're going to go through some trees now, and then we're going to just go along the coast again. So we made it to the coast. Thank you to whoever put the honesty box out at the bottom of the Goat Fell path. Very nice, thank you very much. We got 2 Cokes and 2 Yorkies. Well needed. So we're pushing past 6 o'clock now, just having a little rest. We're just having a look at the map, planning on where we could possibly wild camp, seeing where there's a couple of nice beaches further up, see how far we get. Maybe the next hour or so we really need to be starting to think about setting up camp, because we're quite tired now.
About 7:30 now, and we have found our perfect camp spot. Look at that. Dinner time.
What's on the menu?
What's on the menu tonight? We have, I can't say it, so you'll laugh at my pronunciation. It's bar bland. So we've got some pasta bolognese, and we've got some beef and potato with béarnaise. These are really good, to be honest. Yeah, they're packed full of calories. They taste really good.
So today we got the ferry from Ardrossan to Brodick. We walked all the way along here on the coast, and then at the visitors centre we started to make the climb up to Goat Fell. Goes through some forest, starts being a bit rocky, climbing, pretty tough going, and then you kind of detour to the left to go up Goat Fell. It's very scrambly here. Well, actually the scrambly bits to come, and we thought, oh, what a great idea to go along this ridge line here and then come down and join the coast here. But oh no, here to here it took us quite a while, because we were literally scrambling across, and where these big rocks are, there's lots of detours going down, going up, going round. It's a bit hairy. So we got here and it was about 4 o'clock, and we thought, oh, do you know what, we'd be much happier, safer, just by going down this little track here, rejoining option 1 and rejoining the coastal path. So that's what we did, and we're glad we did do it, because we made so much, we covered this really quickly, because we were a bit concerned that we hadn't come very far. So we're just sort of here in North Sannox, and we're just here. Beautiful place to wild camp. There is a place to wild camp here near Sannox. I think it's where there's piers and there is some toilets. So it's day 2, just gone 9 o'clock, and we're leaving North Sannox. We're on our way to Loch Ranza now. It's going to be around 9-ish miles, so sort of midday we expect to get there for, if not slightly earlier maybe, don't know. And then we're going to push on past there, see how far we get, and find somewhere to wild camp. The weather today is looking beautiful, but let's not speak too soon. The sun's out, barely any midges, which for us in Scotland is, yeah, unknown. So yeah, looks like today's going to be a good day. it's about 5 o'clock now. We've made quite slow progress, although we have been scrambling. It's been another tough day really, and it's really hot today, so it's made it super tough. We're not used to walking in this heat, especially with our bags and scrambling as well. So we're going to look for some water and hopefully a good place to camp for the evening, because I think we're done for the day. So we finally set up camp. We ended up walking a good 18 miles in the end. We're just past Pirnmill, just on a little bit of a ledge really. It's the best bit of grass we could find, and we were getting quite desperate. We were both a bit tired, and yeah, when you need to sort of rest and find camp, you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's a bit of a beach that we're on, a bit of a rocky beach. We've noticed there's another camper just further down, but otherwise we've got the whole beach, this section to ourselves, and it's literally a cloudless sky. The sunset tonight is going to be epic.
Yeah, the sunset's going to be good.
So yeah, good views. So today we came from North Sannox here, lovely place to wild camp. There aren't any toilets though, so that's not right. We followed it all the way along here, past here. We didn't actually see this cave, although there were caves dotted along this coastline. And then up to the Cock of Arran. I'm just going to turn over. Round here, now this here, round here is scrambly, so just be careful. And then we start coming round to see the view of Loch Ranza. This is a little bit more of a trek than you think. It's a bit of a tease really, because you can see the other side, but you've got to walk in and around. This is where we saw our first sort of group of deer here. So we walked through the town. It's not very small, and then up. This is gets steep again. We saw a little deer here, just behind some houses. And then this becomes a very, very, very narrow path. So if you've got big feet, then you probably won't enjoy it. It's quite overgrown as well. And then from Catacol, you actually start road walking. And if you do want to camp here, there is a bit of a camp spot here. But unfortunately we didn't have enough water, and it was a little bit too early to camp there, but that's a good spot there. And then you follow the road. So you just follow that. You follow the road all the way round. Here you've got the option to go to Pirnmill. A few people camp there. There's a beach there. We chose not to, just because there were quite a number of cars parked up there, and we thought, oh, it's quite late, they're probably going to camp there as well, so the place could be quite busy. It's only a small loch. So we continued down. Pirnmill, this goes on for quite a while. There isn't any camping there, I wouldn't have said. And then here it starts going away from the road, and we're just camped somewhere around here, just on a little bit of a grassy ledge. I mean, it's far from ideal and it's not flat, so we'll probably end up in the sea in the middle of the night, but it's better than nothing, and we've got spectacular views. Morning, it's day 3. We've just woke up, we've just packed away our tent, and we've had breakfast, had a coffee, and then we're going to get on our way. We've got a bit of a beach section, followed by some road, followed by some beachy bit again. It's going to be a good day today weather-wise. Sun's out already. Going to get the sun cream on. Got a little bit of a rosy nose from yesterday. So it's going to be a good day.
So we've just taken a quick break. We're on to the road section of today. I think it's going to be a bit of a long one. We've just come down from our rock scramble. We've only done about 2 miles in about 2 hours. So yeah, it's slow going, but we're taking our time and we're enjoying ourselves. We'll just see where today takes us. I love road walking. It is hot.
So we've been on the road for about 6 miles in the blistering heat. We say it's hot, it probably isn't for many people. So we've come off the road now into the forest on our way to King's Cave. We've got some beautiful shade here, so we're enjoying that. And then we will probably just see how far we get and find somewhere to wild camp. So coming out of the tree line, we went down to King's Cave and then across to the Dune Fort. It's beautiful. And if you play golf there, absolutely fantastic views. It's pretty windy now, nice breeze. It's a nice temperature for walking. It's slightly overcast. We're going to pass Blackwaterfoot, another little village, see if there's anything there. We might stop for a drink and then head on and find somewhere to wild camp. So after wild camping here, we set off. This next section was quite rocky. We were very grateful to then get onto the road. It's a very quiet road, but there's a lot of it on this particular stretch. So we continued on the road, keep going down, keep going down.
It was a boring bit, wasn't it?
It was a little bit boring. Keep going down until you get to the forest. So we got to the forest and it was really nice light relief from all the sun, nice bit of shade. All of this road walking was in the sunshine. So we come round to the coast. This does bring you down, so there are some little short steep sections, and then there's a series of caves. Have a look inside of them. That's where you see all the hundreds of cairns, which is pretty fab to see. And then you start making your way across to the dune. It's a spectacular geological rock formation. This here is, I wouldn't say scrambly, they have made efforts to put a little footpath in place. And then you come out to the back of the golf course, Shiskine Golf Course. Beautiful golf course if you play there, with views of the dune. So then you come round here to Blackwaterfoot. This is all sand along here. And then you come up to the town. There is a little tea shop at the golf course if you want to go there. Or we stopped at the Best Western to have a drink and something to eat, and then we continued on for a little bit further. So this bit here is again quite rocky or narrow path. And then we probably stopped for wild camp just along here somewhere. So probably like, I don't know, maybe a mile out of town. It was just a little offshoot. There were some caves on this side. So yeah, it was pretty easy to find, but there aren't very many places before then to wild camp, if any at all.
Morning everyone, this is our wild campsite for the night. Stayed in a lovely little place just off the trail. As you can see, the weather isn't great today, so we're having to hurry up and pack all our stuff because we're getting quite wet. So I better put this down now. But we're going to see how far we get today. Kate's just putting the shoes on. We'll put the tent down and then we're off. At least we know we're on the right track. We've just been bushwhacking and sort of scrambling for like the last 45 minutes, and it's tough going, to be honest, but at least the weather is cleared up a little bit now, so we're not getting rained on as well. So I think we've probably got about another hour of this to go, so let's go.
So thankfully there's a route split because we've gone just over 1.5 miles in 1.5 hours. It is so slow going, but there's a route split here. So the main yellow route takes you up to the coast road where you will get amazing views of Arran south coast. Yep, we're up for that. And the coastal red route, this route continue down there, has rougher underfoot conditions which can be boggy and cattle trampled after rain, but provides outstanding wild coastal walking. Do you know what? I think we've done our wild coastal walking.
It's not only that, we don't want to be caught in any bad weather as well.
No, we're still in our waterproofs.
Yeah.
It's slippy, super slippy, and you know, we've done scrambling. We're here to see what else is on offer. So we're going to take the road route and then maybe go into the forest later on.
Something to be mindful of when you're doing this, the weather conditions and your ability, because yeah, it can be, there's some tough sections here.
Yeah, it is tough. I think we underestimated how tough this possibly was, because we're not going very far very fast. Although our daily mileage is low, we are filling the day. You know, we're walking hours, you know, 9 till 7 pretty much every day so far, just going 13ish miles.
We're enjoying it though.
Yeah, we are enjoying it. It's very different from what we used to, but just be mindful that it is pretty tough.
Right,
let's go.
Now we have to climb this.
So we've just come to the Lag Distillery. Obviously you can go in if you want, have some tastings. There's the shop, the cafe, the tour. It's quite a big site actually, all the buildings are over there. Yeah.
We don't like whiskey.
We don't like whiskey, so we're not going in.
So onwards.
So after the distillery we came across the Velo Cafe, so of course we stopped and had some lunch. Very nice in there, big cyclist sort of place. We'd recommend you stopping there. It's a good stop midday for us, and now we're just heading off back to the coast. We do a little bit of a coast again and then we come up and then off into the forest. So day 4, a little bit of look on the map. So from leaving our wild camping spot around here somewhere, set up along the way. Now this along here is very sort of bouldery, so bouldery and bushwhacky. You got to make your own path really. It was pretty hard going to begin with, especially early on in the morning. But there is a path that goes up to the road. I'd take it unless you really want to continue on that same sort of path. So it is road, but it just your legs are relieved for it. We go towards Corrie Crabby, and then towards Slidery, and then down here, all towards Lag. There is a nice little cafe in Lag.
If you're interested, the Lag Distillery's there as well.
Yeah, Lag Distillery if you like whiskey. And then it just takes you off a little bit towards the coast again. This bit's actually okay. It takes you onto the rocky beach. Now we're just going to turn over to here. So again, all along the coast and this rocky bit. And then you actually do have the option to come up here, which we did take. So this bit here, you can see it's really narrow and you can't pass it in high tide. Do you know what though? It wasn't high tide, but we were just sick of scrambling. Our legs were done, our mind was done, and we just wanted to make some ground. So we came up here. It's a good over a kilometre to the road. It's another road walk. However, from here you get some spectacular views. So it's not all lost. All the way down to here. Now here there's a road. This road here is closed. So the path takes you down to the coast again. This is just a road. You then get to see all of the coastline from over here. Lovely views. So you go towards Kildonnan, and then just behind or next to one of the houses it takes you off down a bit of a farm track. So you come up here to then meet the road again. A very short trip along the road before going into the forest. It's all well signposted. And then this is a really, really easy, well trodden forest track that you just come round here. And then once you sort of turn this corner, you have absolutely amazing views of this coastline on Holly Island. It's called Holly Isle, sorry. So we're sort of camped somewhere around here for the night, just off the forest track. So we've just come through Whiting Bay and we've now got a lovely view of Holly Isle. We've done about 4.5 miles and it's 10 o'clock, so we are doing good. In the distance this is Lamlash. We are walking all the way around that coast and then just beyond that corner is Brodick. So we're making good progress and the path is much easier today. It's a bit of a grassy path. Nothing like we've experienced before, so it's probably why we're making quick progress. Just at Lamlash, just had our lunch. And now we've got around just over 5 miles to Brodick. Just that way.
See what it brings us.
Yeah, it is forecast to rain this afternoon, so I think we will get caught in it, but let's see how far we get. That last bit was pretty slow going round the edge. River, rocks, literally hugging the side of the coastline. Pretty interesting, so yeah, let's see what the next section brings.
Not far now.
So yesterday we left our wild camping spot, which was just near the Giant's Cave there, overlooking Holly Isle, amazing view. We headed down to Glen Ashdale Falls, stunning falls, and then you come down towards the coastline to meet the village of Whiting Bay. You walk all the way through the village, across to the front. This bit's sort of pathy, grassy. You can go to this little viewpoint here, nice view over to Holly Isle, and then you start coming in. So this again feels like a long walk, but it's not too bad. Just going down sort of minor roads, minor tracks, and then you head down towards the coast again. Now this is where it starts getting a little bit interesting. It's quite steep, but there are sort of wooden steps and boardwalks. It is steep, and then here it's kind of create your own path. And the shoreline is very narrow and very close to the water. It was just a bit tricky to walk across. That took a while. And then you finally come into Lamlash. So Lamlash is quite a large village, larger than some of the other places we've been on the island. Lots of places to stop, something to eat, and then we make our way to this point here. Again, this is a track, nothing too problematic. And then as soon as you turn the corner, you could wild camp there, sorry, at the corner I should say. There's some people camping there when we passed. When we turn the corner, you've got two routes. You can go either up, or you can go along the coast. Along the coast, so you are walking through overgrown sort of bracken with rocks underneath. So that again, it was easy enough, yeah, but it took time. You know, you can't quite see Brodick from there. You can see the ferries and all of the boats, but you can't quite see Brodick. It's kind of hidden by this point here. And then you come up to this road, Thankful Road. It's steep though, but you come up and then you start winding your way around all the fields. And then you finally make your descent into Brodick here on the main road to meet the start and finish point of the Arran Coastal Way. Morning, so we are in our hotel in Brodick. We finished the Arran Coastal Way yesterday, and wow, it threw everything at us. It's an absolutely stunning island.
Yeah, what a trail. Such a varied terrain. You start from walking up to Goat Fell with the epic views from the top of that mountain onto North Goat Fell, and then you've got the spectacular coastline, which is quite challenging at times, isn't it?
Yeah, you got everything from a nice soft sandy beach to massive boulders taller than me. You name it, it throws everything at you, and you don't know what's around the corner. It's such a varied trail. It can be challenging in places, so it's not for the faint-hearted, but we really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Really rate this trail. It's a must-do. and it's going to be a shame to go home, isn't it?
Yep, so we're getting the ferry this morning. We've left ourselves a little bit of time to sort of chill out, take our time, let our feet sort of rest, be hobbling back to the ferry, and then we're going home.
So guys, if you like what you saw, remember to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We also have an Instagram, so go and check that out. That's going to pop up just there, hopefully. Thank you guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.